and there's kindness everywhere. We just have to look for it. Benvenuti, herzlich willkommen and welcome to SGN Europe. I am your host, Giuliano Lenz. Look, I hope or I wish that you watching this episode means that you're interested in good news or being in a good mood or knowing how you can do something good, or maybe you just want to be entertained or listen to me speak a little bit more Italian. Well, vediamo allora, posso parlare un po' di più l'italiano, però adesso non si tratta di parlare l'italiano, ma si tratta di fare qualcosa di buono. Fare qualcosa che non ti costa niente. So, what I was saying is, it's not about me talking Italian in this episode here. It's more about doing something good or making a difference without a lot of effort, without money, without any resources. And there's something that we can all do every single day, and that is being kind. Kindness. In this episode I want to talk about kindness, because there's kindness all around us. We just have to look for it. We can be kind, we can spread kindness, and there's kindness everywhere. We just have to look for it.
And a very impressive display of sportsmanship has surfaced today. The moment occurred at last year's Jordan Football Association Women's League Final. The player, who asked not to be named, knelt down to fix her hijab after it began falling off during the match. In order to respect her privacy and beliefs, 5 players from the opposing team formed a human shield around her while she fixed her headpiece. The players from Shaba Al Ordon are being praised for their act of kindness and fast action to be an example of what true sportsmanship really means.
One of my colleagues and fellow SGN Global Correspondent Pamela Pagano has her own show called Kind Time, so of course I had to talk to her.
Firstly, I want to say that you are amazing and you also represent kindness. So where I started,
Thank you.
where I said I needed to start Kind Time was about a year ago. Actually, my mom and I always spoke about that. We were like, there's no platform where it's all about kindness, you know?
Right.
And so then about a year ago, my mom and I were like, let's just start something. Let's put interviews together. She's like, Pamela, you love doing this stuff, you know? I'm in journalism, and she's like, let's do something like that. So her and I like started thinking, and so we put together this whole day. It was going to be a kind day here in Montreal. And but then after the pandemic started, so it was like a year process preparing and getting a crew together, and then volunteers, and then after I remember sending that message saying, well, unfortunately we can't make this happen. But instead then I woke up the next day and I was like, no, we still need to do this, especially now during a difficult time that the whole world is experiencing. Yeah. And the technology, we have it. So that's when I said, yeah, I need to start Kind Time. But in reality though, like, things are always going to have a negative side. But that's how life is, right? There's always a balance. There's good, there's bad. And in people's lives, there will always be both. So it's either you look at the positive, even if it might be very small in that moment, and then your whole perspective on life changes. So that's how I respond, is it's how you see the world. It's raining, but you have an umbrella, you can still dance in the rain. And if you're very confident, you just throw that umbrella away and you dance with the rain pouring.
Right. What tips would you give someone that says, I want to improve my kindness level?
I personally think that kindness is in the eye of the beholder. From my perspective, I think it's whatever makes you feel happy, and how somebody could increase their level of kindness is by starting off as small as possible.
So, how relevant would you say is awareness? Talking about awareness, situational awareness, emotional awareness, environmental awareness. How important do you think is awareness to be able to be kind?
It's very important, especially as us humans, we're very big communicators, right? So when something is communicated to you, only then you could take action. So with kindness, just like anything else in the world, once you see it or hear it, right, then you as a human being, you could take action on that. So just like anything else in the world, that's where news ties in here. When you are aware and you are become aware because of things like the news, then us humans can act upon what you feel touches your heart. Yeah.
So Ireland came across again on, I came across Ireland. Now it's getting confusing. I came across a Lacrosse article about Ireland. There we go, I said it. The Irish lacrosse team gave their spot on the World Championship in 2022 to a Native American lacrosse team.
When people found out that the number 3 team wasn't on the invitation list to the World Games involving lacrosse, international reaction ensued. What did Ireland do, Mr. Nolan?
Ireland was very, we can't congratulate them enough. I think they really understood, and we have a good relationship with Ireland lacrosse. I think they understood that our place, the Iroquois Nationals in the games, is really tantamount to having a very competitive competition. And recognizing us as the originators of the sport, they voluntarily withdrew with the understanding that their reverence for the game is almost as much as ours is in some respects. So we were very thankful, very grateful. It's a great nation-state relationship that we've developed, and I think they've become very understanding about where the Iroquois Nationals should be.
Pretty incredible. Ireland steps aside to give you the chance to play when the World Games take place.
Mille grazie che vi siete presi il tempo. Thank you for watching Some Good News Europe. I am your host, Giuliano Lenz. Don't forget to spread the good news by using the hashtag SomeGoodNews. Spread the kindness, spread the love, and leave some love and kindness in the comments. Well, you can also leave a negative comment. All you're gonna get is kindness or maybe a cheeky reply. Well, see you next time. Thank you for watching.